In 1980, a man named Granger Taylor walked out of his home in Duncan, British Columbia, and vanished. The rain fell in sheets, the wind howled through the trees, and the quiet town slept unaware of the mystery unfolding. Granger's disappearance would become one of Canada's most baffling unsolved cases, a story that continues to haunt investigators, UFO enthusiasts, and his family to this day. Granger Taylor was no ordinary man. Born in 1948, he grew up with a fascination for machines. By the time he was a teenager, he had already rebuilt a car from scrap. His talents were unmatched. He restored a World War II fighter plane, and even dragged a steam locomotive out of the woods to bring it back to life. People in town called him a genius, but Granger was also deeply introspective, often lost in thought, and increasingly obsessed with the stars. He believed that humanity was not alone in the universe, and that he had a role to play in discovering what lay beyond. In the backyard of his parents' home, Granger constructed a life-size spaceship using spare parts and metal sheets. It wasn't meant to fly. It was a sanctuary, a place where he could think, dream, and connect with the cosmos. Inside, he kept journals filled with calculations, sketches, and theories about space travel. He claimed to receive messages from extraterrestrial beings through a homemade radio. Friends dismissed it as eccentricity, but Granger believed he was chosen for something greater. Granger confided in close friends that he had been contacted by aliens. They had promised to take him on a journey, a 42-month voyage across the stars. He spoke of advanced civilizations, folded space, and knowledge beyond human comprehension. He believed the aliens would arrive during a storm when their ship could remain hidden. Granger's conviction was unwavering. He wasn't afraid, he was excited. He saw it as a calling, a chance to transcend the limitations of Earth. On November 29, 1980, the storm arrived. Granger left a note for his parents, written with calm and clarity. He explained that he was leaving on an interstellar journey and that they shouldn't worry. He crossed out the word funeral in his will and replaced it with departure. That night, he drove away in his pink Datsun truck. His dog was left behind. His spaceship sat silent in the yard, and Granger Taylor was never seen again. The days turned into weeks, then years. His family searched tirelessly. Posters were distributed, interviews conducted, and the police investigated every lead. But there was nothing, no sightings, no clues. His parents kept the porch light on every night, hoping he would return. They refused to hold a funeral. To them, Granger was still out there, somewhere among the stars. In 1986, 6 years after his disappearance, forestry workers stumbled upon a blast site on Mount Prevost. In the crater were fragments of a truck, bone pieces, and part of a shirt. A tire was found lodged high in a tree. Investigators matched the vehicle ID to Granger's Datsun. It was suspected that dynamite missing from his family's property had caused the explosion. But the evidence was inconclusive. The bones were never DNA tested. The case remained open, the mystery unsolved. There were inconsistencies. The truck parts found were blue. Granger's truck was pink. Friends insisted he wasn't suicidal. He was eccentric, yes, and possibly experimenting with LSD, but he was hopeful, not hopeless. Some believed the crater was a red herring, a misidentified site. Others thought it was a cover-up. The truth was elusive, buried beneath speculation and time. Granger once told his friend Robert Keller that the aliens could fold space. The journey would take 42 months for him, but thousands of years would pass on Earth. He believed he wouldn't return in his loved ones' lifetimes. It was a theory rooted in science fiction, but to Granger, it was real. He saw himself as a pioneer, a traveler beyond time. Was Granger Taylor a man who met a tragic end, or did he truly leave Earth behind? Was the crater a misdirection, or the final chapter of a brilliant mind? Wherever he is, among the stars or lost to time, his legacy lives on. Granger's story is a testament to human curiosity, the allure of the unknown, and the thin line between genius and madness.